Hello again, all master number 11s. This is your May reading for 2019. This is my second shot at this video. I've just done your one and it didn't upload, unfortunately, so I've already shuffled the cards and already had the cards out, so I'll have to do it all again, but I'm going to keep the cards because you guys had a really good reading. I'll keep the cards that I did in the previous video for you. Hopefully this time it uploads. I've done the new moons, full moons and planets retrograde. I've done a separate video for that, which I suggest you go and watch, because your cards here suggest that you have the moon card here and it could play a bit of an effect on your May, in a good way though. So I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross for a change instead of my usual spread. So as I place the cards down, I'll tell you what the placements mean. So this is you yourself. This is what's crossing you. This is your foundation, your past, your present, and your future. And this is you yourself, your environment, your hopes and fears, and your final outcome card. And the two cards that I'm holding in my hand here are the clarifying cards that I did, but I'll put those down once we've done this all again. Yep, they're in the right order. So we'll start with the center two cards, and your card that you got in the center was peace. And it's with Archangel Azrael, and it says, release the past, there is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So this card here represents you. This is what you need through the month of May, is to be at peace and know that by letting go and letting God, you're actually well on your way. You've done a lot of work from what I can see in these cards here. You've also got to release the past. The past has been and gone, because there is a more enriching future coming, especially with these planets that are retrograde at the moment and this Uranus being in Taurus, which is for the next 7 years. We're all under the effects of a better future basically manifesting for us. So that's you yourself, and what was crossing you. When I say crossing, I mean that's your challenge. You have the moon card with Archangel Heniel, and it says an opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. So that's your challenge. And when I say you definitely need to know when the new moons and full moons are coming, there is a new moon on the 5th in the sign of Taurus, and there is a full moon on the 19th of May in the sign of Scorpio. And I think once you get through, I get through the rest of the reading, you'll see why the moons are going to be quite important for you to take notice. Your intuition will be heightened, but you're definitely somewhere around those new moons. Things will start happening. You'll get more information. Your intuition will be heightened. Again, there's a little dog here. You have 3 cards with little dogs, and this is your intuition. This is your animal instinct, if you like. Trust it, is all I'm going to say. Your foundation card here is the Queen of Raphael, and it says at the top, kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So that's why I'm saying you've got a few cards here about psychic information coming to you or downloads coming to you. But this is your foundation card. This is what you've been working on, following your heart, a love of home and family. It's all paying off, and especially with the moon here. It's like coming sort of to full circle sort of type thing. I'm jumping ahead of myself here, but you're at the end of a cycle. These 2 cards here are endings of cycles. I'll get to those ones. I'm jumping ahead. Your past card. Now this is what you've been working on in the past. It's the Four of Ariel, and it says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. The big one there for me is being resistant to change. Nobody likes change, but with the planets the way they are at the moment, it's all about change. Sorry, excuse me. So don't be resistant to change, but because this is in your past, I think you've actually been working on this one. You've actually changed quite a bit. Extremes in how you save or spend money. I think we all have problems with those ones. But hopefully, because this is in your past, you've been dealing with how you're saving and how you're spending money. Because why I say that is because you have another major arcana card here, the World. This is coming full circle, basically. It says a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insights. So, this is where we all want to get to. I could jump even further to these cards, and you've got two cards that are, this is your present card, and this is your future card. It's a 10, which is also the end of a cycle, but this is a very good, happy card, and so is the World card. You've done a lot of work to get to those cards, and especially with your card down here next, which I'll read. You've come full circle. The world's your oyster. You've done all the work that you've had to. And your future card says it's the 10 of Raphael. It says, love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, and happily ever after. Isn't that what we're all trying to strive for? With this card, it can be engagements, it can be weddings, definitely, a lot of love and blessings. This may mean also, if you're at the age that you could be expecting, or somebody around you in your family that is quite close could be expecting. So that's just a heads up with that card. So that's, the end of a cycle and the new beginning of a life cycle, if you like. So yeah, you've got a brilliant, your future card's a brilliant card. We'll go straight into this card here, because you've got these two cards here. You've got the end of cycles. You then get the zero card, or the full card, or the leap of faith card. This is, you're back to zero again. You've done all the hard work here. You're at the end of the cycle. This is like the last major arcana card. This is the first major arcana card. So you're right back to zero again. So that takes a lot of work to do that. It says, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. So that is the leap of faith. And as I always say with this card, make sure you know where your leap of faith is going. Cross your T's, dot your I's. This day and age, we need to know what cliff we're jumping off and what we're going to land on and where we end up being. Once upon a time, as they used to call this card, well, they still do in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's the Fool card. Don't be a fool, but you can take that leap of faith, quite readily, sort of type thing, because it's predestined for you. So, you've done a lot of work basically just in those last two cards here. The World card, the 10 of Raphael. It's time to take that leap of faith. But I wouldn't worry too much, because your next card is your environment card, and it's the 8 of Raphael, which she is standing on the other side of a bridge. She's got Archangel Raphael calling her over that bridge, telling her that, this is where you're going next. You've also got another little dog there. Again, this is your own intuitive, gut instinct sort of type thing. And it says at the bottom of the card, it says, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. So, it's totally up to you whether you take this leap of faith or walk across that bridge. If that was me, I'd be running across that bridge. Generally in life, a lot of us get to a crossroad and we have to pick either path A or path B. Yours is laid out with a bridge over it as well, you know. There's no second guessing or anything here. It's all been laid out for you. So you'll know exactly where you are going. So really good cards. Like I said, your cards are absolutely brilliant. Your hopes and fears card here is another major arcana card, and it's the Emperor with Archangel Uriel, which is that one there. And it says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. Just trying to think what I said before about this card. Being that that's in your hopes and fears, the Emperor is very good, and so are the Master number 11s at stability and efficiency. They take charge of a situation, so don't, you know, don't fear it sort of type thing. You're in Master number 11 for a reason, and because one of your great strengths is stability and efficiency and taking charge of situations, you're very good at coming up with solutions. And it says ambitious plans, you know. Some of this might be some ambitious plans sort of type thing, but I'm pretty sure it's all pretty, you know, you've manifested this, it's all predestined sort of type thing. I'm just trying to look at all the cards together. You know, you've got this leap of faith down here. It says believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. Not right for everybody else, but right for you. You know, you're the Emperor here. What more can I say? I'll go to your final outcome card here, and it's the Four of Gabriel. It's quite a lovely card, really. And it says, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. Now, that's a biggie. Part of this, you know, this leap of faith, taking a new path here, coming to the ends of the cycles. You might think that this is still a burdensome situation, that you still have to take charge of situations, find some stability and efficiency and taking charge of the situations. That's what you're good at, though. You can do it with one hand tied behind your back or both arms tied behind your back, quite frankly. I did pull some clarifying cards on the Four of Gabriel, but it's definitely, you know, a time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. You know, you've got the World card here. You've got the Ten of Raphael. You've done the hard yards. You know, even in the Four of Ariel here, you've worked on your finances. You know, the extremes and how you save and spend money. Being resistant to change. You've worked on all that already. So that's where you get your abundant rewards for hard work. The card I pulled first on the Four of Gabriel was a Major Arcana card, and it's called Perspective, or it's the Hanging Man, in the normal tarot. It's with Archangel Samuel, and it says there is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. That one there, again, you know, you're being shown the better way. You're being asked to take a leap of faith. Was it that one there? Yep. And this one here, your final outcome card, even, you know, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. You know, dare to be different is what they're saying with this Perspective card. Sort of remember where they were. Actually, I think that was your final outcome card. Sorry, guys, was the Nine of Gabriel. was that one. It says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activist. And that's, yeah, sorry, I put the cards in the wrong place. That might be a little bit of, you know, this thing here about stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Again, this could be the any possibility sort of type thing, that this new path might just sort of leap out at you. Also with being prepared for any possibilities, I said in some of the other videos, a lot of these planets and that are asking us to come up with plans at the moment. You know, a 2-year plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, whichever. But just be prepared that plans can change, but they're usually changing for the better, because there are other possibilities out there. There can be one way of doing something, or one thing to do, but there might be 5 different ways to do it. So be prepared for any possibility is what they're saying with that card. That's a very good final outcome card. This one here, it was the one that we pulled for a clarifying card, and it says there is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight, and dare to be different. Again, ties in very nicely with this card here. There is a better way. A lot of these cards are asking you, just trying to think where it was, which card it was. Oh, this one here, the 8 of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Even in this card here, that something better waiting for you may have to involve you changing your perspective on something. This is kind of standing back and having another look at things from an upside down position instead of an upright position sort of thing. That's why they have the person hanging upside down, because that's how you change your perspective sort of thing. But there's definitely, you know, a better way of doing something, and if you pause for reflection and insight, you'll get the answers. And I think it's pretty much to do somewhere around these moons. I pulled also another clarifying card, and once you've gotten through all of this, we got the 4 of Gabriel, which is this card here. And it says, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So, sorry I got those a bit mixed up. Probably confused the hell out of you now. Never mind, you'll sort it out, you'll get it. Burdensome situations is a big one, I think, for you guys. We're all being asked to simplify things at the moment, make life simpler. Not that sometimes life is simple, but like you've done all the work here. You've got the World card, you've got the 10 of Raphael, you're at the end of a cycle. Now you have to release those burdensome situations, because there is a better path coming. It's definitely time for a celebration. You've got through, if you get through May here, which you will, because you've got a really, really brilliant reading, you will get abundant rewards for hard work. You've done all the hard work. You're at the end of cycles. This is what I'm saying. It's probably the best read of the life path numbers. So I'm going to leave it there. Sorry, it was a bit confusing. But confusion is what we live by these days. Anyway, my apologies. So anyway, I wish you such an amazing May. I'm hoping to be back to do mid-monthlies. I'm hoping I'm going to have time this month. But yeah, I can't believe it's May already. Time is flying quickly this year. So I'll see you back for the mid-monthlies, or I will see you back for June's life path readings. Have an awesome May, and see you back soon.